Well, hello, soccer fans. Randy McKee here, Soccer 605 on Coach's Corner, and I have a very happy Coach Chris Derry with South Dakota United with me. Congratulations on your big win at Nationals today, Coach.
Thanks, Randy. It was a lot of fun.
You know, it seems like almost every time I've talked to you later, you've been happy because one of your teams did something spectacular at a national event, and I guess today's no different.
Yeah, you know, it's been tell you what, it's been a whirlwind of a couple weeks. The girls doing the things that they did last week and setting all those firsts, and God, I guess, you know, I can't even put into words how proud I am of those girls. And now this week it's the boys' turn, and you know, it's going to be hard for me to put into words for the boys too how they did today. But I think the best way to describe what they did today is decisive.
Well, you know, you're a guy that's really well known for doing a lot of research on the opponents that your teams take on, and I think you found a couple, you know, major spots with this team you played today, and really put your game plan together to stop what they were doing and give them their own trouble.
You know, thanks. Past experience, you know, has always told me when it was high school or whatever it was, you know, I always like to know my opponent, and I like to do a little bit of homework. I pride myself, and I think you know that, Coach. I'm a student of the game. I love soccer. I love the sport, and I love studying what other teams do. And you know, luckily, this team that we played today had stuff out there on the internet for us to watch, and some YouTube stuff. And you know, we went out there and looked it up and looked at what they had, and you're right. They had a striker up front who take nothing away from him. He's definitely all that's billed to be. You know, he was a 6'2", 215-pound striker up front. Had some good physicality and good footwork, and we knew that we needed to take care of him. And the middle part of the park, I thought, was an advantage for us with Jordy and Garrett working in there, and we tried to make sure that we took advantage of that part of the field. And you know, it all in all came together. We shut down their number 20 and took him basically out of the game. He got frustrated enough he asked to be subbed off midway through the first half, and I don't think he played half the second half as well to be as frustrated. And Garrett and Jordy did their things, and you know, overall it was from Adam scoring a couple goals and our attacks being good, and Bryn pulling out a couple saves that I haven't seen Bryn make in a while. And I'll tell you what, Bryn's back to his old form, and I mean, overall it's just a great decisive team victory.
You know, and speaking about Bryn, you know, he last at the high school tournament last fall suffered a severe knee injury, and a lot of people were wondering, as bad as it was, if he would ever be the same Bryn, but it sounds like he is.
Yeah, you know, that high school tournament, that cleats up shot to his knee, that, you know, he ended up having to go under the knife for an MCL injury, and he's been coming back from it all year, and you know, he's been getting stronger. Of course, you know, anyone who's had an injury like that, an ankle or a knee or something, you know, as a soccer player, that's your life. You know, that's your livelihood there. I mean, you depend on your legs, and there's a certain amount of confidence that comes from that. And well, I'll tell you what, Bryn's been working and getting back, and he's taking his time, and he's done the right things and done his work. And I'll tell you, he's peaking at the right time, and he's hands down best keeper I know in the state of South Dakota at his age.
Well, you know, you started out today, you know, it sounded like you, in the middle of the park, you kind of owned the middle, so your possession must have been good, and you were up 2-0 at halftime. Tell us about the first half.
You know, we did. First half, we did a lot of what we talked about before the game. You know, I think the other team kind of underestimated us a little bit, and Garrett and Jordy kind of right off the bat set the tone in the middle part of the field and made sure the team from New Jersey understood that you know, this is where we operate, and we're gonna own it, and they did. You know, I'd say the first half we definitely dominated the possession. We were down in their end quite a bit. We were working the ball around, We were mixing it up pretty good, putting some balls over the top for Adam and Maya to run on, and then we were also working the wings and putting some dangerous balls across the middle part of the field. So, Adam scored both of our goals in the first half off assists from Garrett and Jordan Kabish. But we could have had a couple more goals if we could have, had a little luck on our side and been in a little better position. But overall, I thought they really didn't provide a lot of attack against us. We definitely dominated. And I thought it really set the tone going into halftime and going into the second half.
So then the second half, who got your goal there?
Second half goal was by Jordy Henderson. Jordy's well known for his, and I think everyone in the state knows Jordy well enough to know he's well known for his set pieces, his free kicks, and his shots from distance. And he's always been one that's been dangerous anywhere 30 yards and in. And he actually got a goal that was inside the 6, and it was all set up from a great, some great work across the middle part of the field. Pushed it out to the wing. And the wing sent it all the way across. I can't remember who was out there. He sent it all the way across the field, and Maya ran on to the ball in the opposite corner and did a little fancy footwork, danced on the ball a little bit, set the guy up, and Jordy made a beautiful run right down the center part of the 18-yard box, and Maya just put a nice little ball right in front of him for Jordy to step on, and he made one touch and then just far posted it. And that goal was a well-needed, a well-timed goal for us. The second half, they were putting a lot of pressure on us, getting some corner kicks, and the other team, they made some adjustments at halftime that took us a little while to figure out, and they were putting a lot of pressure on us, and when we put that third goal in, that kind of sealed the deal for us. It put the nail in the coffin, so to speak, and couldn't have happened at a better time, and it was a beautiful play to boot.
So tomorrow you get to take on a team from North Carolina, Charlotte United, 1-7. They tied with Academicals today, and you guys are you really are sitting in the driver's seat right now, aren't you?
We are. They're playing on the field, kitty corner to us, and got to watch a little bit of their game, just by glancing over and seeing what they were doing. And I think today we saw a team that depended a little bit on power and muscle. And tomorrow I think we're going to see a team that depends a little bit more on speed and technique. And so we're going to, I told the boys going into this, we have 4 steps we need to walk. And we walked the first step today. Tomorrow's the second step, and then it's going to be a complete 180 from the game today. Today was about some physicality. And tomorrow I think it's going to be a lot more about the speed and pressure. And so tomorrow I think we're going to see a little bit different type of game. We're going to have to be ready for the speed out on the outside that this team possesses. They definitely have some kids up front who are technically sound. Academicals and Charlotte United, they played a heck of a game from what I hear from other coaches that watched it. And I think tomorrow, we've done a little, of course, like we talked about just a minute ago, I've done my research on them. We got a game plan. But, all the game plans in the world, you go out there, you still got to play the game. So we'll put the game plan out there. We'll see what it does, and hopefully we can take step 2 of our 4 steps.
Well, the unique thing about your team is you've got a team that can play prettier, they can play muscle soccer, and so it should be a wonderful matchup to watch tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's I like our chances in any circumstance, and the boys today, they had to play muscle it up a little bit and play a little physical. Now tomorrow I think it feeds into the other part of the game that we do real well, speed. We got some guys that can flatten boogie and move around, and we're gonna see if we can outdo the Charlotte United team at their own game.
I can see already Jordan Kabish making a trip or two up the side.
Yeah. Jordan Kabish today made some good runs, and we rested him. We have to rest him and a couple other guys this second half. Luckily we got enough guys that can that could rest today. And knowing what we had tomorrow, course, trying to think a game ahead. We rested a few guys for tomorrow, so they were fresh and didn't have to play a full 90 today or even a full 70. So we rested 3 or 4 guys this second half that I think will allow us to put out on the field, a pretty good product that'll make it difficult for the other team.
So you're in action at 12:30 Central Time tomorrow, and we'll sure be keeping our eyes open to the Twitter and the stuff you're sending out from there. But one more first for South Dakota United in 2013. It's got to make you feel just tremendous about what's going on there in your club.
I like you said at the very beginning, I don't know that I'm able to put it all into words. I guess the best way for me to put it is you kind of just stick your chest out a little bit, and you just feel proud. And I'm proud. I'm proud of the kids. I'm proud of the families. I'm proud of a lot of things that we have in our club right now.
Well, Coach,
so I'm proud of them.
Well, Coach, I'm going to let you go get with your team tonight. We'll get this up on the internet, and sure look forward to the result tomorrow. Please wish your players the best of luck from back home in South Dakota.
Sounds good. Thanks, Coach.